this. No, this is one rack of winner semi.
This is the man who put Wraith in the loser's bracket with quite the upset, actually.
So I'm curious if Wraith is
players in the state.
Yeah. I'm curious if Wraith is going to go another character here. No, it looks like he's going to stick with Snake.
No, Schneck. He definitely. He's like, I learned the matchup. He's the kind of person who will do that. He's stubborn with his characters, even when he like loses, like in the winner's bracket. If he goes back into the loser's bracket against whoever put him there, he will go his tried and true main, and he will already do a lot better.
Yeah,
the man knows how to adapt.
He's made it clear that there's like obviously certain characters that tilt him. Like I'll be Palutanas when it comes to mind.
Absolutely, he's not very fond.
Yeah, and already some guy wasting no time.
I keep telling him to follow Artisan on Twitter, but he won't do it.
Jesus.
My man's constantly asking for buffs. Anyway, losers finals. You know what that means, ladies and gentlemen? We are in best of 5 territory. The winner of this set will have to take 3 games instead of 2 in order to have another shot against Dark Matter in grand finals right there. And right now, it's looking like some guy wants that pretty bad with all this damage on Wraith already tacking on to 100%. You want to talk about what Pichu does best, ladies and gentlemen? It is that damage racking. This character gets you in the mix, hits you with like 50-50s, true stuff, all in the same combo, my friend. And he will be able to get that damage on you nice and quick with only a minute, not even a minute into this game, and 118% on Wraith already.
Yeah, this is. I said earlier that down smash is gonna kill right there. So good start for some guy, but I feel like this matchup like makes a lot of sense for why it's probably bad for Snake. Like Pichu just has such great offstage presence and the ability to really hit you where it hurts. And obviously, you know, as good as a character as Snake is, he's still gonna eat a fair share of his own damage. And it looks like some guys is gonna be able to capitalize on that a lot better.
Small characters, rush down characters, any character who's actually able to get in and get that damage on you and just play the puzzle that is fighting Snake. You know, like this is where he put the C4. I know he's gonna toss a grenade there. He's holding one in his shield right now. You gotta know your safe zones and your danger zones when you're fighting Snake. You know what I mean? And Pichu, if Snake is able to play his cards right, and, you know, the Pichu doesn't play his right, and, you know, the damage tacks up, he's going to die at some pretty early percents because it's Pichu, you know, you already heard me talk about that all night. But a character with, like, such, like, combo power and mobility as this character has, if, you know, he knows the matchup and knows what he has to do to be able to get around all, like, those projectiles and everything, it does sound like it could be a rough one for Snake because the F2 takes the stop. That, and, you know, he's so small, you know, making it hard for, like, Snake to actually get in with his actual, you know, like, you know, just his melee attacks.
Yeah, I was gonna say the big thing that looks like it's rough for Wraith right now is that he's trying to reset neutral with grabs, and he just flat out can't because Pichu is just like he's either just out of range of Snake's grab or he's just so damn tiny he's not gonna get hit by it. So that's definitely proven to be a thorn in the side of Snake in this matchup right now. And also, when they played earlier in winter semis, Wraith was doing a really bad job of like crossing up on landing on some guy. Like he was just kind of going for these like neutral air dodges in front of him, trying to cross him up, but I've seen him starting to execute better using these reverse grenades is to kind of like keep himself fluid in the air. But right now, it's really just kind of a walk in the park right now for some guy. Wraith hasn't been able to generate any sort of offense.
Yeah, you know, those wave bounces can definitely be used as a good option to get out of disadvantage. You know, mix up some guy a little bit like he does right there, waiting for a roll right there. My man Wraith, all the patience in the world, turning around to try and eventually cover a roll if he was going to do that, while only turning around rather than completely committing to try and catch a neutral get up as he finally catches a roll right there with the up tilt. Some guy still was up a stock though, and now about 114% differential between these players right now. Wraith is going to need to tack on a lot of damage pretty quickly if he wants to be able to bring this back. Let's see how some guy forces his advantage if he winds up doing it at all.
Yeah, I was going to say a lot of damage for Snake against Pichu is like another like 30 or 40%. So it's definitely within arm's reach, but I think that's going to kill it.
Absolutely.
Yeah, well. It's a good run up down smash right there from some guy as that will result in game 1 for him. So let's see what that counter pick is.
Just melts my heart. Oh, and like into what?
Pichu's cute, man.
Yeah, he's just being dumb. All right.
This is the part where
it just took me a second.
At the same time.
Yeah, that would peak. Just imagine hearing both of that out of like both the microphones.
That would be awful.
Oh, is that Tatiana?
Is it Tatiana?
It is.
Oh, bust down, ladies and gentlemen.
Bust down. Here we go. My man said I need the jank. You know, this like, you know, my character's too big. He gets mixed by, he takes too long to set up everything he needs to set up. Pichu's just a rush down. He's able to get in on me, and when he does, he gets that damage way too quickly. Keeps me in disadvantage way too much. I'm such a big character, so I can juggle forever. Let me just go with the jank right here in one of the most slept on characters in this entire game, in my opinion.
Yeah, I feel like a lot of people are still sleeping on me, Swordfighter. Like, this character out the gate, like, was, like, I feel like in the first, like, couple weeks of the game, everyone's just like, yeah, this character's probably pretty good, and then it kind of just, like, fell by the wayside. A lot of moves are plus on block, a lot of moves combo into each other. I don't know if the change of projectiles really made, like, that huge of a difference for them, because obviously projectiles in general got super nerfed on shield. But right now, it's at least worked out for a lead for Wraith, and obviously the big, you know, the secret in the Swordfighter's game is using both the chakrams and the Gale Strike, you know, to your advantage, both for, you know, keeping your foe disadvantage and for killing.
Yeah, just definitely mixing it with those projectiles. It's one of the things that you just have to be aware of when you're fighting the Swordfighter for the most part. You're like, this character has amazing projectile game, amazing range, amazing power. There's no way this character has a reflector too, right? And then you see them reflect the projectile back at you, and you're like, yeah.
That being said, though, I do feel like this matchup is probably one of the worst for Swordfighter, just because Pichu, like, is so good at getting around projectiles in general, just because of how small he is. Oh! Catch the chakram right there. That was a good shot right there from Wraith as he connects first here.
Yeah, definitely busting down right there, or angling down at the very least, the chakram right there, able to get that stock against the Pichu, dying at relative Pichu percent. And just, he's, one thing that Wraith is so good at with this character is just getting those fair confirms when he needs to, which happens not just out of a grab, but also out of a down tilt. Like, right there, if he was just a little bit closer, he definitely would have been able to land one, as you see, you know, because that move, the fair, it looks like it has good range. It has deceptively even better range. That's what it is. You think that move has good range? It doesn't. It has amazing range. Just as the forward smash right there. Catching Sumgai. Hard committing with that down smash right there.
He was swinging for defenses right there. That could have been an interesting conversion right there if he maybe went for the jump thunder, but I think Wraith either had too much damage or he DI'd the right way. But it is funny that you mentioned that a lot of his offense has mostly been coming out from just like down tilts and forward airs. Like, Swordfighter's down tilt is like probably one of his best moves in its kit.
Yeah.
Just because I'm pretty sure it's plus on block and it leads into stuff like forward air and other stuff. So
I'm pretty sure it is plus on block. Ooh, and the F tilt actually catching him tripping right there, which does work.
Oh, thunder loops. Lightning loops.
Oh God, catching the air dodge with the down B too right there, and the forward smash, not death, just kissing the blast zone a little bit. Oh man, my man is busting down even harder. All of a sudden, the Gale Strike should confirm. No, actually, he might have DI'd that up, actually, to be able to get away from that right there. I think that might be a thing against the Swordfighter, but I'm not completely sure.
It might not have been at a percent where it kills him, because I'm pretty sure that the Gale Strike has set knockback, so like...
No down throw up airs right here. My man, Sumgai, definitely getting out of it right there, but Wraith up an entire stock right now. Definitely with a mountain to climb is Sumgai right there. Trying to hit him with the aggressive back air. Able to actually do it and only catching the first hit, reminiscent of a Palu Nair first hit or a Smash 4 Luigi Mash.
Yeah, very nice trade right there.
Yeah, absolutely. That's exactly the kind of kill that you really need to, excuse me, to be able to bring the game back. A cheesy one right there before you tack up all of this percent already. No, if you downbeat right there, that would have been it. But the back air, clutching it out is Wraith. You know, just able to quickly get that. My man shaking his head, knowing that he almost lost that very quickly. My man got the cheesy kill exactly when he needed it, and then he's just like, it's go time. It's time for me to actually bring this back. Wow.
It's one thing when you're like, yeah, like you never want to be the guy on the other end of a 3-stock comeback.
No.
Like, I feel like the added extra stocks definitely makes that hurt just a little bit more. You know, like getting comeback in a 2-stock game feels significantly better than getting comeback on a 1-stock game. So,
yeah.
We potentially see a control malfunction here?
Don't think we do, my man. Just holding B to hold us up, my friend.
Yeah, it could have been his wrong stage choice, probably what happened.
Yeah, but we are 1-1, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh,
so this is not best of food. We're running it back to the snake. My man trying to mix them.
Interesting.
Yeah. You know, I lost game 1 with this character, won game 2 with the second one. I'm just going to go back to my tried and true right here. You probably forgot how to fight Snake already in that one match. That's some people's mentality. But Town and City is the pick right now. Maybe he feels like he has like a lot of space to be able to play his game, if you would, and just like, you know, put the bombs where he has to, you know, just cover things a little bit better, you know, and just control his own space, if you would, which is the kind of game that a lot of zoners or like projectile-based characters like Snake can play if they choose to, which might have been why he decided to run back to Snake after he saw that Sumgai elected to pick this stage after Wraith's bans right here. But that remains to be seen. We'll have to cross that bridge when we come to it. Already getting parries and getting down airs out of the parry right there. That move actually doing quite a bit of damage, and is one of Snake's definitely most potent out of shield options. It's not his best one.
Oofed. Okay. Yeah, the mortar gonna get catch the agility right there. And it looks like some guy probably just likes the stage. Like, he's definitely shown he's not afraid to play the long game. So I feel like the added benefit of platforms on Town and City will result in a better long game for him.
Right in the face!
I just love the noise that Pichu makes when he dies, man. He's like, ah! So funny.
In the face! In the face! Shouts to The Hangover.
That's a great movie.
Great movie.
So getting right back to work here is Wraith. So again, I can definitely see why he would switch back to Snake here, like you said, having that, you know, a bigger stage and being a heavier character that refuses to say die sometimes. It'll definitely, you know, benefit him in the long game. But
yeah.
We'll see how it works out here.
Disadvantage for Snake can last forever on this stage, my friend, especially when the stage basically becomes the bigger version of Final Destination.
Yeah,
if you would. But like I said, it's the bigger version of Final Destination. This man is going to be living a lot longer. I'm pretty sure Pichu is the size of only one snake cheek. So, yeah, and Wraith just knows that. I think that's why he elected to go back to this character.
I don't know, man. His head's pretty big.
Yeah, it's just a Tunis that down smash is going to take the stock. There's a Tunis pro tip for you. My friends, if you have other characters, which if you're playing Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, you should, don't be afraid to use the stages to your advantage. Switch back to a character that's better on that stage. Use your counter picks, my friend. They exist for a reason. There is a reason we play best 2 out of 3 and best 3 out of 5 instead of just calling it one match. Lord. Instead of just playing one match and calling it quits. Because we know that's not a true testament to a person's skill.
We're not babies.
Yeah. Not like Pichu, who's literally a baby.
Literally.
Yeah. Yo, Pichu gets kicked in the face right now. He's gonna die. And he's looking for it. Yeah, there you go. There's the kick.
Yeah.
There's the kick in the face.
There you know
in the face.
Know your win conditions, baby.
Know your win conditions.
There you go. So Wraith one stock away from going up into rubber game here, putting himself in prime position to move on in bracket.
Very important game to win, my friend. Very important game.
Game 3 in the best of 5 is probably one of the more important games you can choose to win.
Yeah, because no matter what, you're tilted, because you know you lose one more, you're out.
Yeah.
You know? Regardless if you win the next match or not. Pressure is on all of a sudden, as Pichu is holding that grenade in his mouth. That is violent.
Please take the grenade away from the baby.
Yo, reminiscent of the Hurt Locker, dude. Just looking at that, just holding it. Oh, damn.
Oh, no. Rolls accidentally into that forward smash right there, so once again, not a huge deficit for some guy to make up. And he's been doing a really good job. Just even if he didn't win the last game, he's at least making a race sweat and like think about it. So there.
There's a falling there, trying to catch an up tilt, which would have connected if Wraith didn't DI that properly or react to it properly, I think. I think so. I don't know. The percent might have just been a little too low, but either way, some guy was not able to get too much off of it. And now the percentage is slowly but surely tacking on in the favor of Wraith, even when Wraith is electing to not fight him, because as we all know, Pichu tacks on damage onto himself.
Yeah, exactly. It's hard playing the camp game as Pichu just because you're naturally going to be widening the gap for your opponent.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, because now your opponent has 2 reasons to not approach.
Yeah.
Good, sticky right there. Wraith not detonating it, thinking he was going to dash in and just waiting for his opportunity for him to go below it, just jumping up and above. He's still shaking his head. He won. He's shaking his head.
Yeah, he looks visibly frustrated by this character. Like, that's the thing
He's Dark Wraith.
Yeah, like
right now.
He definitely wears his emotions on his sleeve. He wears it really hard.
Yeah. He's definitely one of those players that does that, kind of reminds me of Void in that sense. Or, reminds me of Void only when Void is pissed.
Yeah.
Pissed off Void is the scariest thing I can possibly think of.
Yeah, Dark Void is a spooky man to deal with, but that is neither here nor there. We're going into Game 4 here, and looks like we're going to the smaller variant of Town and City, going to Smashville.
Yes, sir.
I'm pretty sure I haven't seen some guy counterpick the same stage twice, like, at all. So he definitely looks like he has a chain of favorites when it comes to stages he likes to play on for certain characters.
Yeah, I think he recognized that Wraith was able to play his game really, really well on Town and City and adapted to his own counter pick right there. So he thought, okay, took him to one of the biggest stages and he was able to just play his game on that. It worked really well.
One of the smaller ones.
Took the words right out of my mouth, my friend.
Yeah, let's see how this works out here. And I feel like the platform in the middle is definitely gonna like make things a little bit more awkward. It's gonna, I feel like, allow some guy to approach a lot more safely from the air. And Thunder actually connecting through the Cypher armor for the first time.
Reminiscent of some guys, a little bit of fear right there. That was a grab right there onto the disadvantage, but instead he committed with the forward smash. That sometimes is a telltale sign that a player is tilted when they start hitting committal options like that.
Yeah, I don't know. Wraith does like to throw out forward smashes though, so like, it could be the tilt setting it. It could also be, you know, Tatiana coming out in shades of Snake.
Dude, Snake players, as the down smash does not take the stock, dream of landing that move. They're just like, because it's such a hard move to land as the C4 is going to do it right there. You know what? The Snake mains just wake up, like they get out of bed, they're just like, you know what? I really, really hope I land a forward smash on somebody today. Ooh, immaculate DI by Wraith right there. Hard DIing right to make sure he does not get hit by the full second connected hit of the down B right there, but it's not going to matter as he loses his first stock regardless.
Yeah, man. Finds, you know, was able to build up a pretty okay lead for the most part. So let's see if he's going to be able to, you know, keep his foot on the pedal, or if, like that, Pichu's just able to close deficits so, like, easily, man. It's absolutely insane.
The character's mixed game is real, man. The mixed game, the combo game, just all about it. His mobility, it's the kind of person that makes, like, a lower-level player rage quit. They're just like, what do I do? Oh. The up-tilt kick in the face is going to be able to take the stock. But then you just gotta remember, he dies at 40, man.
Yeah, that's why I feel like the trade-off's fine. Like,
yes.
Pichu, I wouldn't even. It would be a compliment to call him a glass cannon. He's like a paper mache cannon at this point. Like he's just wet newspaper.
Like, I like that one.
But nonetheless, though.
Very solid analogy, my friend.
But let's see how Wraith is able to push his advantage here. And that's, like I said, that's been so good for Sumgai, but unfortunately dropping the jab block. Like I said, he's been so good at following the Thunder Jolt as a lead, being able to make the right read on whether his opponent's going to swing or block. So
yeah, even though he's playing a character that was not in Smash 4, my man Sumgai apparently living in the past, jabbing 3 times on that jab block, which no longer works. It is a maximum of 2 now.
Yeah, it's old habits die hard, I guess.
Yeah, I suppose so. Down B? Now he's just waiting.
Back air.
That was a better option.
Yeah.
He didn't commit with that. He would have committed with the down B instead, which is what I would have done if I was a Pichu main, which is why I'm not.
Ooh, falling out of F-tilt, and now...
And Jaleel is definitely very mad.
Oh, man.
He's mad that didn't work, but in the face, again. Dude, he put down his
All right, so there we go.
Yeah,
so
that's going to be it.
Yeah, good stuff there to Sumgai with a 3rd place finish right there.
Gotta clap it up for him. That's pretty respectable, man. Over all the players that are here,
yep.
Unknown, are hungry, outplacing them both.
Yep, losing the run back to Wraith, and he's definitely looking like he wants a shot at dark matter. So.